Hello, greetings YouTube, it's your boy Lorthontes, back at you with another Albion video tonight. We're going to be talking about the way skills work in this game. Skills in Albion are quite a bit different than they are in other MMOs because you are actually getting your skills from your gear. So that's something that is a little bit different than in other games, so I'm going to show you a build that I use on, this is a Ganking build that I go with. This hat's different than the hat that I normally wear, but that's okay. So each piece of gear you have, the bag doesn't give you a skill, but these four are going to be your main and your offhand, but I have a dual wielding weapon. These 4 or 5 items here give you your skills. So my weapon provides me with these skills here. This is your Q, your W, and your E are all going to be on your weapon. So you have, for these pair of daggers in particular, I have Sunder Armor, I have Deadly Swipe, and then you can read that in another video. We will explain what weapons do, but overall for this video we're just going to be discussing in brief where your skills come from. So my W comes from this slot, so you have to click each one of these, read what they do, and you're going to want to select one of them. I'm going to go with probably the dash, and then we have our E. This is kind of like your ultimate. If you play any other MMOs or RPGs, you know how you get a skill that you use and it's a finisher. This is typically your finisher or your big damage or high impact skill. And then you have some passives here on the bottom, and each one does something different. Again, in a later video, we will discuss what each of the passives do for each different weapon. But for now, I have a deep cut every 4 normal attacks. Puts an additional bleed on my opponent. We have a life leech, which is basically on-hit life gain, and an attack speed buff. And this one we don't have unlocked yet. And then each other piece of gear here also gives you an ability. This is an F. This is for like your movement speed. Your boots are always going to give you some sort of movement speed. These ones are always going to be the same typically. And then the last third one here is the important one. Really for all your gear, you want to be looking at the E's. And these last couple skills here, these are going to be unanimous for each dagger. Every dagger is going to have access to both these skills and this skill. So these 3 skills on all daggers are going to be the same. Just like for your W, all these skills are available on every dagger. I'll show you. I can show you. So we go here. Excuse me. We'll go to melee. Oops. Melee. You mouse over it, and then you hit daggers. Here's a master dagger. All these skills are the same as the one that I have. The thing that you want to look at and test out is the ultimates. These E skills, these are all different from dagger to dagger. So you have these regular daggers here. You have Death Givers, that gives you another different type of ability. But you can see that all these other skills are the same. That's going to be for every piece of gear, for each gear type. So like every single leather jacket is going to have these. It's going to have these skills. Also going to have these passives. Well, they're going to have these 2. This is the skill that will change. Your last skill on your jacket is going to be the one that changes. And just like your boots, these 2, all boots are going to have these, and then your last skill on your boots is the one that you're going to be looking for. And there's some fancy gear, which we'll talk about later on a different video. This relic gear. It's going to have additional passive skills that you're going to want to pay attention to. There'll be some other options here for you in the higher tier gear. This is just tier 4.1. That's going to give you additional benefits. Also, a thing that you should know, I have a Thetford Cape on. This cape does give me a passive. It gives me an activated on-hit ability. It releases a chain lightning, dealing 186 damage to the 4 enemies. It's on a 15-second cooldown. There are many capes. Most capes don't give you an ability. So like if we go over here and we go to accessories and capes, here's another tier 6 cape. This is a tier 4.1 cape, but here's a tier 6 cape. Does not give you any passive skill. It just gives you the passive energy regeneration. This is a fancy crested cape, which we will discuss later on, but these boys give you an additional passive. And then you can also have a potion of some sort and food. And there's poison potions, there's health potions, there's invisibility potions, there's lots of different potions, which we'll be discussing. I'll discuss all the different consumables in another video, but you should know that they're available. There's different foods that give you different buffs, and there's different potions that give you different buffs. So the thing that's important is to know that this is where all your skills come from. So in the beginning of the game, when you get a new piece of gear, you're going to want to check it out. Like I said, if you have a dagger and you're used to daggers, all these are going to be the same. It's the last skill that you're going to have to learn. Same thing for these. These are going to be static. But this is going to be the skill. This one's going to be the skill that's actually different. Your boots are going to be your last skill, and along with your hat, your helmet is going to be. These are going to be universal among the cloth hats, and then or the leather hats, and then this one's going to be the one that changes on a regular basis. So just a quick video, just letting you know where your skills are coming from, how you can intermix them, mix and match. It's not like other MMOs or RPGs where you have a class and that class has skills that are specific to it. It's build your own. So you find some skills that you enjoy, and you can pick any type of gear you want, mix and match them for different effects. And you kind of want to focus on the weapon E ability and build around that so that you have a well-rounded character with your defensives. Your boots and your jacket, your armor piece, your chest piece typically are where you get your defenses from, and you can also get them from your hat. Sometimes these are a bonus buff, and sometimes it's like a cleanse, like this one removes debuffs. It just depends on how you want to build your character, which is the nice thing about Albion. It's unique to you. So yeah, just a quick video discussing that and where your skills are coming from. Because I know when I first started, I was like, "Where the crap? How do I pick my class and all that junk?" So yeah, we'll be coming at you with some more videos in the future. I'm Orthontis. Please like, share, and subscribe as it helps out. We're trying to grow this channel. We're going to be doing some Albion content more in the future. We'll be discussing more things in depth. These are just general reviews. Have a lovely day. Thanks for watching, and farewell.